Korea's version, so I'll go back to this piece of crap later.
Welcome to the Seoulite
coming
Worldwide exclusive. It's the Seoulite Sean.
Listener discretion is advised.
You're in Seoul.
So now in Seoul, you're required to wear a mask. I would say it's not going to make that much of a difference because most people were wearing masks. And we can go into why, but I would say that we were just already used to wearing masks. The infrastructure was there because of, number one, the yellow dust problem that we've always had. So we were doing it mainly for the particulates in the air just devastating our breathing. And number two, Korea has already gone through the MERS crisis and the SARS crisis, and also been, I would say, essentially betrayed by government authority. So when it comes to your public health and safety, just look up the Seoul ferry disaster. So combined with those two elements, if you had to feel like I can't depend on the system to save me, no one is gonna save me, and I have access to these masks already, why not give it a shot? And that practice of just having a mask on, I think, was in a way a blessing in disguise, or it was a little bit of luck. It could have turned out where it didn't really make much of a difference, but actually it did a lot. So I'm gonna compare it to cars, okay? I'll compare it to cars. This ugly looking thing is a medical surgical grade mask. You would see real doctors using this, and it gives you a duct-like atmosphere. That this metal part is very strong. Put it all the way under your chin. See, you create like a fully contained environment, and these elastic bands are tight, and they go over your around the full head, so that you can get the tightest, seal possible. So this is like important, like in an Ebola crisis where you don't want to get something in. This is an N95 mask. So this would be like the Maserati, Ferrari, Lamborghini of the masks. And most people in Korea were not using this out on the street. They were kind of using the fashion ones if they didn't feel like they really needed to have the best out there. Korea's version, so I'll go back to this piece of crap later. Korea's version of the N95, and that basically means 95%. So it's going to filter out 95% of what's going on if worn properly. Korea's version is the KF94. I guess that's Korea. Maybe F is filtration, and this 94 instead of 95. So 94% is filtered through. And so this is the best that you can have on a mainstream level in Korea. This is what people were flocking to during the initial parts of the outbreak. This style is called the 3D version. So the 3D version is three-dimensional, and the biggest benefit of this is that your glasses do not fog up. So if you wear glasses and you don't want to have the fogginess from your breath steam up your glasses, you want to look for a 3D style mask. So it'll look like this. See how it's like an evolved version of this? This is total duck face. And this I love. I think it's comfortable. I think it makes you feel protected. So 94%. Because it goes over the ears, you're not going to get as tight of a hold as the medical one, but sometimes they come with a little plastic clip. This one didn't, but sometimes there's a little plastic beret thing, so that if you wanted to link these two on the back, you could. I think at first, when I first had to wear masks, I felt like I couldn't breathe very well. But after a while, you get really used to it, and this is pretty much the gold standard. So this was a Maserati, maybe this is like the BMW 7 Series, or like a Mercedes like S-Class. Like, this is good, and it's not expensive. Well, it is a little bit more expensive. So this one is about 3,000 won. So it's not expensive out of range, but, well, actually it could be out of range for daily use. But this is the best that you'll be able to get. Different makers make them. Make sure it says KF94, and this is made in Korea. Make sure it's made in Korea. I've seen some where they may have been made in China and they have packaging that says it's made in Korea, so be careful of that. Instead of KF94, they started coming up with this KF80. 80, I was like, 80? At that point, you're just like, oh my god, 80? So the 80 means 80%. It increases breathability. The lower down in the numbers you go, you get a little bit more comfort in terms of it being more porous. 80 will also still filter it out. And 80, at first when I tried an 80, I was like, I don't think I could tell the difference. So this is also a 3D style. Very good. So this would be like a 5 Series on a BMW or Mercedes, I don't know, what's the equivalent of a 5 Series? I have no idea. E Series, E Class. So this one was 1,500 won, so half the price of the KF94. I would say I can't tell the difference. This is the 94. It feels roomier though in this 94. The size though is not necessarily based on the number, it's just on the maker. This maker made it a little bit snugger. I would say like it does feel a little bit easier. Alright, so then what happened? Then I was shocked to see the same 3D style in a thing called the AD. Oh, like, now we're getting into, like, what is this? So, AD means anti-droplet. Anti-droplet. So, that means that, you know, the visible spit that you may emit, it's going to try to block that. These will block, like, aerosol. So, if you sneeze in these, hopefully, mainly, like, it's not really going to get out. And then also, you'll have more filtration in. I asked the pharmacist, AD, well, in terms of numbers, what does that mean? Like, how much filtration are we getting? And she said it was about like 45 to 65. So, basically, this would be like a BMW 3 Series or like a C-Class on a Mercedes, but we're still in really good quality land. However, the filtration is similar to this. Now, this is the dental mask, and it's not always medical. So, this one came in this box. 50. It's very breathable, but it doesn't really seal that much. This should be the lowest quality that you would consider doing, because basically this is like what dentists wear, people wear even in like a hospital setting. But it will not seal this part. It will not seal this part. I mean, there are tricks where you can seal it better. But filtration-wise, it's only going to be like 45 to 60%, I believe. That's what the pharmacist said. And that does not filter out a coronavirus. So if a coronavirus is coming like this, and it's if somebody sneezed right in your face, it would get through. Somebody sneezed right in your face with an AD, an anti-droplet mask. So this also is a 3D version. Wow. Okay, this anti-droplet, I can totally tell the difference in terms of breathability than from the KF94. It almost feels like I'm not wearing a mask. Wow. So I asked the pharmacist, like, though, then what is the advantage of the anti-droplet mask and this type of and this mask? Even though it's the same 45 to 55, 60% filtration, this one protects better from the rain. So if it's raining, because once these get wet, the efficacy goes way down. So this one apparently protects better from the rain if you're commuting, you have an umbrella, all that kind of stuff, you still have to wear it. Also, again, this one basically prevents any kind of glasses from fogging up. This one, the steam from your mouth goes right up through, and you're going to steam up and fog up your glasses. Here's the Maserati. Here is the 7 Series. And we're talking about BMW. BMW 7 Series is KF94. Then we'll say the 5 series is the KF80. Then we'll say a 3 series is the KFAD. Then we'll say like the knockoff cousin for like a BMW 3 series. Like what do you call those? Like a Toyota. Like it's not a. And if you want, you know how sometimes you get the M Sports edition, or you want a little bit funkier type of car, but it's the same. Well, here is a different take on the 3D mask. It's much different than the rectangular mask. It's almost as if you reverse this and you went like this. I'll show you. So this is an 80. Also KF8, KF80. You'll see a KN95, and that's from China. So that's China's version. And a lot of KN95 masks on the market will look like this. See this? So it's a different style. So essentially what they did was they took a N95 mask like this, sort of just went like this, in a way. This one feels like there's more of a gill thing going on, like it'll go in, you know? That's, it's kind of cool too. So they have that. And if you're gonna buy the Korean ones and you are wondering how you're gonna read all the Korean, well, when you go to the store, just make sure that they come in 2 sizes. So this is a kid size and this is a adult size. Here is adult. That's what it looks like. Taehyung. And then this is kids. That's what that looks like. Sohyung. So you just have to ask. But then you can kind of see on the back if there's a little cute little kid on there. Then you know it's the kid size. Let's see if I fit into the kid size. Ooh. Oh my god. Oh, it's small. Oh my god. Huh. So this is the kid size. It goes barely on my chin here. But, oh, interesting. It sort of feels like the N95 that you have for construction sites. That's like that circle that you've seen. Was designed for, you know, blocking out construction dust. Okay. Interesting. So this is for the kids. All right. Oh, and so now let's go over this crap mask that you should not use. So this, however, people do use this, and it is washable and reusable. These you have to officially, they say, I think this, you throw this away every 3 hours. But then, of course, because of the shortage and, you know, in America, I've heard nurses are using this for like days. And officially everyone just kind of is supposed to use this once a day and then throw it out. I don't really go out that much, so if I have it on for only like a few minutes, then I'll use it another day. Alright, so these are the reason why probably people don't want to wear masks. Because these are incredibly breathable. They're comfortable. Do I have to put this in there? I guess this is the filter. Maybe this is the filter that you replace. This is what it looks like. It's made out of neoprene, so the stuff that is sort of like a wetsuit. I'm very skeptical. I do not think that this is going to... I don't think this is going to be very breathable at all. And I don't even know how to install this thing. This is just ridiculous. This is not a good idea. Do not get these masks. So I'm gonna just try it without. This is the most dramatic looking mask. It looks like it's gonna protect the most because it's neoprene. I mean, like, what can get through like a wetsuit? Water does. Okay, water gets through. Does it? Oh no, kind of this way. Well, I don't know. And then it has this like weird gill thing that's supposed to be breathable. Don't do this. Just forget about this. So, what should be happening, in my opinion, is that everybody should be trying to get a KF94 or at least a KF80. In the middle, like I've shown you, there's a KF80. This is what I think the debate should be about. It should be about how can we increase access to quality masks that do a lot of protection and have been scientifically proven to filter out, and you know the different levels. I don't know if I didn't talk too much about the cars, but I thought, I don't know, that was sort of like an analogy maybe that everybody understands. So everyone's trying to get like, you know, forget the Lamborghini or the Maserati, you don't need this. But everyone should try to get either like a 7 Series, 5 Series, or the 3 Series. And then if you're a little funky, have the 5M Sport package. Yes. Alright, so these are like all the masks that, you know, are all great options. And try the ones from Korea and protect everybody out there, because these are the ones that really work. And I saw the other day when Cher was out picketing or doing some sort of demonstration, she was wearing one of these Korean masks. So I think the celebrities know. Y'all get up on this too. I think you can buy it at the Korean market. I think you can order them online now because we've lifted a lot of restrictions. They can be exported out. Definitely need to make sure that everybody out there is spewing less stuff into the atmosphere. Alright guys, that was my mask review. Talk to you later.
Tune in next time. Don't forget to subscribe. Find us on YouTube, Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. Love you.